God bless you, class. How are you all? Your science teacher wasn't feeling well for 2 weeks, so I was absent in providing you lessons. Now I am better again and I have started making lessons for you. Today we will start chapter number 2, which title is Physical Quantities and Measurements. Here I want to start my teaching with a beautiful thought. Norman Vincent said, change your thoughts and change your world. Means, with the help of beautiful and kind heart and positive thinking, we can make our world as a heaven place. Okay, now I start. The title is Physical Quantities and Measurements. Why we need measurements? In chapter number 1, when we were studying about the scientific method, the very first stage is observing the data. Means when we observe things going on around us, we need to measure them. We need to put them on a piece of paper so that it can be inferred. So when we understand things in a better way, in an adequate manner, we need to observe the data, and doing this observation we measure them. Why it is important to measure things? Because they allow us to make good decisions based on the outcome of the measurement, and they are extremely important because they shape the way we think and make inferences out of it. Without the ability to measure, it would be difficult for a scientist to conduct experiments and form theories. And it is not only important in science and chemical industry, it is also essential in farming, engineering, construction, manufacturing, commerce, and numerous other occupations and activities of the daily life. And we are observing physical quantities. Using our senses, we observe things in numbers. We measure them in numbers. So a physical quantity is the property of a material or a system that can be quantified by measurement. It can be used in a mathematical equation of science and technology. You will see in the coming topics. And a physical quantity is best expressed as a combination of a numerical value and a unit. Physical quantities are of two types, qualitative and quantitative. And both of the types are defined well by their names. Qualitative analysis or qualitative data or qualitative observation deals with descriptions. Means it can be observed only. It defines the color, the texture, the smell, the taste, or the appearance of the sample. And the term qualitative has a quality, means the type or the composition. But when we define quantitative data, we measure the quantity in numbers. Means length, height, area, volume, weight, maybe your age, maybe temperature, maybe speed, time. Means we quantify things. We observe things going on around us, and when we make conclusion out of them, we need to measure them. So it is the property of every human being. Everyone has to work with measurements. Like today's homework is also about the same idea. Like if you are a carpenter, a bridge engineer, maybe a cook or a nurse or a tailor, or you are doing some eye operation, you will be required to measure things. And if you do some mistake in your measurements, suppose what blunder you can make. So this is today's assignment. And my dear class, you remember I gave you chapter number 1 assessment and very few of you have submitted me back. So today is the last day to submit chapter number 1 assessment, so that I will be able to record them and I have to make your result. Okay class, understand this chapter, listen this lecture again and again, and if you feel any difficulty, you are free to ask me anytime. God bless you and take care.